As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Short throw to Smith. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Evan McPherson to the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
They go with a former Bengal facing his old mates. It's Samaje Perine. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
First down, Cincinnati.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Mixon. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Over the middle, and it's caught by Chase. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Here we go.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On 1, right?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Again, open partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 69 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete here. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cincinnati.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to Mixon on second down. Running right through it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Broncos 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Play action. Now Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, We just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game. In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Buying time to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. And a nice job to break free with 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Our last chance. Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. And
that's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Burrow on play action. Open man is Denzel Mims. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Denzel Mims, 65 yards. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On second down, Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Adam Troutman A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Now it's Mixon running right.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 21. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
Way to make a play.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Javonte Williams.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams.
72 yards.
And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I'm one, right?
Now it's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
177 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mixon trying to punch it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another try for Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
His second touchdown of the night.
and the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Look, I know that all eyes and all credit should be on the guys that brought the ball back a long way, but I'm just wondering about the guys covering and their special teams coach. They've got to be looking at each other and saying, at what point are we going to find a way to stop these guys?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second and 5.
Here's Wilson.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Denver. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On one, ready?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate.